नमस्कार. येथे उपस्थित असणाऱ्या सर्व शिक्षकांना, विद्यार्थ्यांना माझा नमस्कार. आज मी 3 जानेवारी इसवी सन 1831 रोजी नायगाव सातारा येथे झाला. सावित्रीबाईंच्या आईचे नाव लक्ष्मीबाई तर वडिलांचे नाव खंडोजी नेवसे पाटील होते. 1840 साली ज्योतिराव फुले यांच्याशी सावित्रीबाईंचा विवाह झाला. सावित्रीबाईंना ज्योतिराव फुले यांच्या रूपाने एक अक्षित परोपकारी व समजत पती लाभले. त्या काळी समाजात बालविवाह, स्त्रीप्रथा, जातीभेद, अश्रद्धा इत्यादी वाईट प्रथा रूढ होत्या. तर दूर करण्यासाठी प्रथम सावित्रीबाईंना शिक्षण देण्याचे ज्योतिराव फुले यांनी ठरवले व त्यांच्या सावित्रीबाईंना शिक्षण दिले. 1 जानेवारी 1848 रोजी ज्योतिरावांना पुण्यातील भिडेवाड्यात पहिली मुलीची शाळा काढली. या शाळेच्या शिक्षिका म्हणून सावित्रीबाईंना काम केले. समाजातील महिलांना शिकवताना त्यांना खूप संकटे आली. रस्त्यावरून जाताना लोक त्यांच्या अंगावर दगड शेण चिखल फेकायचे, पण त्या घाबरल्या नाही. स्त्रियांना शिकवण्याचे काम चालू ठेवले. रोखण्यासाठी अनाथ आश्रम उभारले. त्यांच्या गोरगरिबीसाठी खूप कार्य केले. त्यांच्या महान कार्यामुळे सावित्रीबाई क्रांती ज्योती म्हणून प्रसिद्ध झाला. 10 मार्च 1894 रोजी क्रांती ज्योती सावित्रीबाईंना जगाचा निरोप घेतला. धन्यवाद.
Good afternoon to our respected madam, teachers and all my dear friends. I, Sheikh Afifa from Anjumana Islam Abdul Azim Khatkate English Secondary School, and I am here to deliver a speech on importance of women's education. It has been very famously quoted. If you educate a man, you educate an individual. But if you educate a woman, you educate a nation. You must have heard this so many times, but have you ever wondered what it means? It implies that if you educate women, then surely she will educate her children, because she knows the importance of education. Education was never a right for women. Everyone believed women didn't need education because she is better of a caretaker. Education was dominated by men because they were believed to be an important gender. Women didn't have any access to education until 1848. When Savitribai Phule started a school for girls in Pune, she was the first female teacher and headmistress. Savitribai Jyotirao Phule was born on January 3, 1831 at Naigaon, about 50 kilometers from Pune. She was the eldest daughter of Mother Lakshmi and Father Kandoji Nevshe Patil. She played a vital role in improving women's rights in India. She is also known as the mother of Indian feminism. It's because of her that today education is compulsory for all. Relentlessly fought against the dominant caste system and worked towards the upliftment of the marginalized. She demanded dignity for all women, for which she, along with her husband Jyotirao Phule, worked their entire lives. The principles of humanity, equality, liberty and justice were of utmost importance to her. During a time when women were mere objects, she ignited a spark that led to equality in education, something which was impossible before. India is a developing country. Moreover, it is one of the largest democracies. Our country has remarkable development in all the fields, and this was all possible because of the increase in education for all the genders. The gender equality took the country to new heights. Furthermore, the involvement of women in all sectors has increased India's growth rate. Now women are taking over every sector of society, that in turn is helping to expand our country's literacy rate. Without any denial, we can say that women's education is a major step towards success. It's been said the main hope of a nation lies in the proper education of its youth. Women in India has outnumbered men, and their education is what will help our country to develop. Women's education is very important. Inequality and discrimination always start from root level. When a boy goes to school and his sister stays back just because she's a girl, this sows a seed of discrimination in the mind of the boy. He feels that he is superior just because he is a boy, and with no sensible logic to prove it. When a woman participates in education by going to school and colleges with boys, the boys realize the basic rights of education and don't develop a superiority complex. So educating women along with men promotes the idea of equality and democracy. Moreover, women make approximately 50% of the total population. If they are left uneducated, then a large part of the nation will not be contributing towards its growth, which is a major problem. Therefore, educating women will promote the development of a country. Education reduces poverty, decreases social inequalities, empowers women, and helps each individual reach their full potential. It also brings significant economic return for a country and helps societies to achieve lasting peace and sustainable development. Education is the key to achieving all other human rights. Lastly, to conclude, I would like to recite a poem. A father asked his daughter, "Study? Why should you study? I have sons aplenty who can study, girl. Why should you study?" The daughter tells her father, "Since you ask, here's why I must study. Because I'm a girl, I must study. Long denied this right, I must study. For my dreams to take flight, I must study. Knowledge brings new light, so I must study. For the battles I must fight, I must study. To win independence, I must study. To fight frustration, I must study. To find inspiration, I must study. To fight man's violence, I must study. To end my silence, I must study. To mold a faith I can trust, I must study. To make laws that are just, I must study. To challenge what I must study. To know right from wrong, I must study. To find a voice that is strong, I must study. To make a world where girls belong, I must study. Because I'm a girl, I must study."
दिली ज्ञानाची ज्योत, दिला शिक्षणाचा मार्ग. दिली ज्ञानाची ज्योत, दिला शिक्षणाचा मार्ग. स्त्री शिक्षणास सुरुवात करून सावित्री ज्योतिबा तुम्ही स्त्रियांना दिलीत नवीन ओळख. स्त्री शिक्षणास सुरुवात करून सावित्री ज्योतिबा तुम्ही स्त्रियांना दिलीत नवीन ओळख. मार्ग कठीण होता, विचार वेगळा होता. मार्ग कठीण होता, विचार वेगळा होता. प्रत्येक पावलावर समाजाचा विरोधच होता. प्रत्येक पावलावर समाजाचा विरोधच होता. स्त्रियांना मिळावा मान, स्त्रियांना मिळावे शिक्षण. स्त्रियांना मिळावा मान, स्त्रियांना मिळावे शिक्षण. यासाठी सावित्री ज्योतिबा तुम्ही केला ज्ञानदानाचा प्रारंभ. यासाठी सावित्री ज्योतिबा तुम्ही केला ज्ञानदानाचा प्रारंभ. आज स्त्रियांना मिळाली नवीन ओळख. आज स्त्रियांना मिळाली नवीन ओळख. स्त्री शिक्षणाने केली प्रत्येक क्षेत्राची कायापालट. स्त्री शिक्षणाने केली प्रत्येक क्षेत्राची कायापालट. याला कारणीभूत आहात आपण. तुम्ही चालू केलेले कार्य आम्ही कधीच थांबवणार नाही. तुम्ही चालू केलेले कार्य आम्ही कधीच थांबवणार नाही. सावित्री ज्योतिबा फुले, आम्ही तुम्हाला कधीच विसरणार नाही. आम्ही तुम्हाला कधीच विसरणार नाही.
शुभ प्रभात. मैं हूं रीता मिश्रा. आज क्रांति ज्योति सावित्रीबाई फूले इनकी जन्मतिथि है, जिसे हम सभी लोग महिला शिक्षण दिवस के रूप में मनाते हैं. भारत की महान समाज सुधारक सावित्रीबाई फूले का जन्म 3 जनवरी 1831 को एक किसान परिवार में हुआ था. इनके पिता का नाम खंडोजी नेवसे और माता का नाम लक्ष्मी था. इनका विवाह 1840 में ज्योतिराव फूले जी से हुआ था. सावित्रीबाई पूरे देश की महानायिका हैं. हर बिरादरी, हर धर्म के लिए उन्होंने काम किया. जब सावित्रीबाई कन्याओं को पढ़ाने के लिए जाती थी तो रास्ते में लोग उन पर गंदगी, कीचड़, गोबर फेंका करते थे। सावित्रीबाई एक साड़ी हमेशा अपने थैले में लेकर चलती थी और विद्यालय जाकर वो साड़ी बदल लिया करती थी। आज से 171 साल पहले महिलाओं के लिए जब विद्यालय खोलना पाप का काम माना जाता था, तब सभी सामाजिक मुश्किलों का सामना कर उन्होंने 3 जनवरी 1848 में पुणे में अपने पति के साथ मिलकर विभिन्न जातियों की 9 छात्राओं के साथ महिलाओं के लिए एक विद्यालय की स्थापना की। एक वर्ष में सावित्रीबाई और उनके पति 5 नए विद्यालय खोलने में सफल हुए। तत्कालीन सरकार ने उन्हें सम्मानित भी किया था। एक महिला प्रिंसिपल के लिए सन 1848 में बालिका विद्यालय चलाना कितना मुश्किल रहा होगा, इसकी कल्पना शायद आज भी नहीं की जा सकती। लड़कियों की शिक्षा पर उस समय सामाजिक पाबंदी थी। सावित्रीबाई फूले उस दौर में न खुद पढ़ी, बल्कि उन्होंने लड़कियों को भी पढ़ाने का भी बंदोबस्त किया, वो भी पुणे जैसे शहर में। महिला अधिकार के लिए संघर्ष करने वाली सावित्रीबाई जी ने विधवाओं के लिए केंद्र की स्थापना की, जहां उन्होंने उनको पुनः विवाह के लिए प्रोत्साहित भी किया। उन्होंने अछूतों के अधिकारों के लिए संघर्ष भी किया। ऐसी महान नायिका का 10 मार्च 1897 को प्लेग के कारण निधन हो गया। आज हम सभी औरतें उनके दिखाए गए रास्ते पे चल रहे हैं और उन्हें अपना आदर्श मानते हैं।
Good morning everyone. My name is Mrs. Rajkumari Chauhan from Anjuman Islam A.A.K English Secondary School. Today I am going to share a small speech on the great Indian lady Savitribai Phule. Savitribai Phule was born on 3rd January 1831 in the village of Naigaon in Satara district. Savitribai Phule was the eldest daughter of Lakshmi and Khandoji Patil, both of whom belonged to the Mali community. Savitribai and Jyotirao had no children of their own. It is said that they had a son named Yashantrao who was adopted. At the time of her marriage, Savitribai was an illiterate. Jyotirao educated Savitribai at their home. After completing her primary education with Jyotirao, she continued her teacher's training course in Ahmednagar, and she became the first Indian woman teacher and later on headmistress. Savitribai was an Indian social reformer, educationalist and poet from Maharashtra. She is regarded as the first female teacher of India. Along with her husband Jyotirao Phule, she played an important and vital role in improving women's rights in India. She is regarded as the mother of Indian feminism. Savitribai and her husband founded one of the first Indian schools in Pune in 1848. She worked to abolish the discrimination and unfair treatment of people based on caste and gender. She is regarded as an important figure of the social reform movement in Maharashtra. People used to throw dirt and mud on Savitribai, so she always kept one extra sari in her bag when she went to teach girls. Savitribai and her adopted son Yashwantrao opened a clinic to treat those affected by the worldwide pandemic plague when it appeared in the area around Nalasopara. The clinic was established at the strained outskirts of Pune in an area which was free of any infection. Savitribai died a heroic death trying to save the son of Pandurang Gaikwad. Upon learning that Gaikwad's son had contracted with plague in the Maha settlement outside of Mundwa, Savitribai rushed to that place and carried him on her back to the hospital. In this process, Savitribai caught the infected disease called plague, and she died on 10th March 1897. So you can say she died a heroic death. We need to salute this lady. She was a great social worker. So thank you for this speech.